Fractions on a number line. A lot of times you're going to see a number line with a few fractions written on it and a letter that represents a point. So this question says which fraction has the same value as point H on the number line shown? A, 2/3, B, 3/4, C, 5/6, or D, 10/13. In order to figure that out, you need to first look at your line. So the only things I have labeled so far are 0, 1/2, and 1. So I know this point is definitely not bigger than 1 whole. It's definitely a proper fraction. The first thing you're going to do is count those lines. We're going to have to count those and label them. So I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That means this line is broken up into 12 equal sections, which means my number line here represents twelfths. So I can go ahead and I can label this number line to show twelfths. Now I'm going to do it at the top because I have some extra room up there. So this is still 0. This would be 1/12, 2/12, 3/12, 4/12, 5/12, 6/12, 7/12, 8/12, 9/12, 10/12, 11/12, and 12/12. Now 12/12 is equivalent to 1 whole, whereas 6/12 is equivalent to 1/2. You're looking for which fraction is equivalent to 9/12. None of your answer choices say 9/12, which means you have to find an equivalent fraction. The first thing we can do is we can simplify the fraction and see if we find the answer, or you can set 9/12 equal to all of those fractions and see if you can find which one is equivalent. Remember, when finding equivalent fractions, you can only multiply or divide, and whatever you do to the denominator, you must do to the numerator. So let's look at 9/12. I'm going to pull that out and write it down here. So 9/12 is point H. I'm going to see if I can simplify that first and find my answer. So in order to simplify this fraction, remember we find our GCF of our numerator and our denominator. So I'm going to do my trees over here. So here's my tree for 9. Here's my tree for 12. To get to 9, I can do 3 times 3. And I circle those because those numbers are prime numbers. The only other factor they have is 1. So my factors for 9 are 1, because 1 is a factor of every number, times 3 times 3. Now for my 12, to break that down, I can do 2 times 6. You could also do 4 times 3 and then keep breaking that down. I'm going to circle my 2 because I can't break that down anymore. Its only other factors are 1 and 2. Then I'm going to break down 6 to 2 times 3. And I'm going to circle those because I can't break them down anymore. So 12 equals 1, because it's a factor of every number, times 2 times 2 times 3. Now I'm looking for my pairs. What pairs do they have? What do they share? So I have a pair of 1s and a pair of 3s. I don't have another 3 for this one, and I don't have a pair of 2s. So now, remember, I just pull out 1 from each pair. So my GCF equals 1 times 3, so it equals 3. Now to simplify, I'm just dividing by my GCF now. I'm dividing by 3. So whatever you do to the numerator, you must do to the denominator, or whatever you do to the denominator, you must do to the numerator. It has to be the same. So I'm dividing my numerator and my denominator by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Since we did the same thing to the numerator and the denominator, this is an equivalent fraction. It's also the simplified fraction of 9/12. So which fraction has the same value as point H on the number line shown? That would be B, 3/4.